Hey everybody, welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Quick post-game show for you guys tonight as the Mariners getting the job done with a 5-4 victory over the Cleveland Guardians. So yeah, there is some good stuff in this game today. I liked what Emerson Hancock did for the most part. He did end up giving up 3 runs in 5 1/3, but honestly, it was not that bad. I mean, it could have been so much worse. And yeah, 3 runs in 5 1/3 is pretty good for your first start and his 4th career start only, guys. And he looked pretty comfortable out there. Is he as good as Brian Wu? No, I don't think he is. But he did what we needed him to do. He kept us in the ball game and finally got to see some offense, which is good. Most runs we've scored in the season, which still, 5 to be honest. To be fair, 5 runs isn't a whole lot, but it's the most that we've scored in the season, so yay. And the way we got him, 3 of them came from Dominic Canzone. So let's talk about the offense. Julio, he gets 1 hit. JP still not really hitting the ball at all. And neither is Jorge Polanco, but he did check in with a hit as well. But the big thing was bottom of the order. Bottom of the order was producing runs today. Dominic Canzone with a 3-run home run. It was his first hit of the season. So far, it's his only hit of the season, but he did hit that 3-run home run. And so for now, Dominic Canzone, you're the hero. But honestly, the guy who I think was player of the game was probably Ty France. Ty France going 2 for 3 again. Another 2-hit day for Ty, as well as with a walk. He scored a run. He had a run batted in. Probably should have scored a second run had we not sent him on a sac fly. JP Crawford, they wanted to give JP a sac fly, and then it turned out to be a double play instead. And, the bases were loaded at that point. Julio was on deck. Kind of a weird choice to send Ty France, especially because Ty's not your fastest guy. Like, he really just isn't that fast. And obviously, supposedly he's lost weight this offseason. That's great that he's done that. He looks like he's in better shape, but that doesn't mean he's going to magically become a speedster. Like, he's still Ty France. So I wasn't sure if I agreed with that decision by Manny Acta, but whatever. Okay, it's fine. We were still winning at that point, and we never really lost the lead. We had led the whole game and didn't lose it, which was great. We love to see that. So Ty France, Dom Canzone have nice games. Haniger got another hit. He stays. I think he may have a 5-game hitting streak. Don't quote me on that. Garver was back in the lineup today. Mitch Garver, not hurt, no more back spasms. He was back playing DH. He didn't get any hits, though, and neither did Luis Urias. So Urias back in the lineup for Josh Rojas. And obviously, it's still very early, and I know, he started, 2 games? I believe Urias has started 2 out of the 5 games. I'm already starting to lose faith in Luis Urias. I've got to be honest. I'm not sure if I really love Luis Urias. Yeah, I said throughout the preseason, throughout spring training, that I don't think Luis Urias is going to stick around. I think Rojas is probably your starting third baseman, and eventually I think Ryan Bliss and or Samad Taylor are going to get called up to replace Luis Urias. And he still doesn't have a hit yet as a Seattle Mariner. Yeah, I don't know. Just it's not incredibly promising what I've seen from him. I'm just saying what I see. I'm saying what I feel. I'm not trying to be a hater on Luis Urias. I really am not. Like, the guy, he's not terrible, but he kind of is. I don't know, guys. Comment down below. Is Luis Urias a good player? I don't know. I don't think he is right now. But anyways, guys, other than that, though, yeah, I like what we saw today from the offense. And then out of the bullpen, we've got Gabe Spire coming in. We got Taylor Saucedo throwing 2/3 of an inning scoreless, which is great to see from him after he had kind of a rough first game. And then we got Munoz came in the 8th inning and did give up a home run to Josh Naylor, excuse me. He gave up a home run to Josh Naylor, but he only gives up the solo shot, so it's 5-4. And then in the 9th inning, we bring in Ryan Stanek, and he closes the game out for his first save as a Seattle Mariner. Yeah, it was a good game. I thought Stanek looked lights out. He was my 3rd positive of the day on Twitter, as well as Canzone in France. And okay, look, here's what I'll say about that. Like, call me a traditionalist. I do like the idea of having defined roles in your bullpen. I think that there's a reason why teams do it, right? Obviously, like if I don't think it's like, oh, like magically the Rays figured it out back in 2020, like the analytics, like it's not something that is like this like new concept of like, oh, you throw your best reliever against the top of the order. Like obviously there are teams who've been doing this for a while now, and there's also a reason why the majority of teams they do a one guy who's the closer, right? Like that has worked for a very long time, and part of it is that guys do get jitters in the ninth inning. Like it is stressful to pitch in the ninth inning when you're not used to it. And obviously it's a nitpick, and it didn't matter today because Ryan Stanek got the job done. But I kind of think that doing closer by committee, which is kind of what we've been doing for a while now, we did it with Sewald until eventually we stopped doing it with Sewald though. And now we're doing it again with Munoz, and I feel like Munoz has earned it. Like I think he's earned the title of closer. And I get it. Like I know Cleveland had the top of the order up in the 8th inning, and I know those are their better hitters, and we were playing the analytics, and yeah, it worked. So I'm like, should I be complaining? No. And I'm not. I wouldn't say this is a complaint. It's more of just like a small disagreement. I have a minor disagreement with the way Scott Service runs his leverage bullpen arms. And I do think that part of this is because, like, if Matt Brash is healthy, I think Service would throw Brash in the 8th against top of the order. I think he's comfortable doing that. And honestly, I think if Santos is healthy, same thing, right? I think that the issue there was Service wasn't necessarily comfortable throwing Stanek against the top of the order, which is why we ended up with Munoz pitching the 8th and Stanek pitching the 9th. And yeah, I mean, would I have rather seen Munoz in the 9th? Sure, I think so. But also, like, Stanek got the job done, and it worked out just fine. So yeah, like I said, it's a nitpick. Doesn't really matter. But just, again, call me a traditionalist. I like the idea of having a closer. So, yeah. But anyways, let's see. Anything else? Not really. I mean, yeah, Mariners, we are currently in playoff position. That's awesome because we're tied with the Guardians, but we just beat the Guardians. So we have the tiebreaker. So as of right now, the Seattle Mariners are a wild card team. It would be us. If the season ended right now, it would be us, the Tigers, and the Orioles would be your 3 wild card teams. So hopefully we just keep winning and we never have to worry about the playoffs ever again, because now that we're in playoff positioning, now all we have to do is stay in playoff positioning. And you know how we do that is by winning more than we lose. So hopefully we go out there, win again tomorrow, and look back and say, you know, ever since April 1st, we've been in a playoff spot. So that'd be awesome. The Astros threw no hitter today, but they're still 1-4, so we are half a game back of Texas. They did win today as well. Yeah, not a lot else to say. I mean, look, the Mariners, has it been a pretty? No, like it hasn't been pretty from an offensive standpoint. From a pitching, it has been. It's been very pretty from a pitching standpoint. From offense, like, has it been pretty? No. Like your 5 best hitters, at least theoretically, you got Julio, JP, Cal, Polanco, Garver. Those are your 5 best hitters, right? Like France and Haniger have been off to really hot starts this season, but going into the season, Haniger was your 6 guy, was your number 6, and France is your number 7, right? Like, you're not expecting France and Haniger to be top of the order bats. The 5 guys who are supposed to be your best 5 hitters are currently hitting 171 batting average, 241 on base, 237 slugging, with 6 runs scored, 3 runs batted in, and 24 strikeouts in the first 5 games. And yet, the Mariners have a winning record. We are in playoff positioning, and we're doing just fine. And it's like, would it be nice if Julio and JP had got off to a hot start? Sure, it would have been nice, but also, think about that. Your 5 best hitters, Julio, JP, Cal, Jorge Polanco, and Mitch Garver, all struggling out of the gate, and you're still a winning team. Imagine how good we would be once JP gets going, once Julio gets going, once Cal gets going. Like, all you need is for like 2 of those 5 to be hot at any given time, and all of a sudden you go from a team that's gonna win, that's gonna go 5-5 in a 10-game span, to a team that's gonna go 7-3 or 8-2 even in a 10-game span. So if the floor is being a 500 team when all 5 of your best hitters are in a slump, And it's not like they're the only ones, right? Because Canzone and Urias are also in slumps. Like, it's not like the entire bottom of the order is pulling the weight. Like, we've got about 3 guys who are hot right now. Like, France, Mitch, and Josh Rojas are having good. And the rest of the team is pretty much in a slump. And we're still a 500 baseball team at the bare minimum. Like, if our ceiling is 500 when all of our guys are struggling at the plate, we're going to be so good in the summer when these guys start getting going. And even if 2 of your top 5 hitters are hot at any given time, this is a team that could be winning like 70% of the time, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, this is a good baseball team. I'm very happy with how things have gone so far, all things considered. Like I said, do I wish the offense could be a little bit better? Sure. But at the same time, man, I'm happy. I'm happy right now with the state of the Seattle Mariners. And, like, sure, it's funny that Kelenic and Gino and Teo and Jesse Winker are all off to really good starts. But also, like, at this point, I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Mariners as well. And just got to hope that the season continues to go well for the Mariners. I mean, look, if we go 3-2 every 5 games throughout the season, what would that put us at? It would put us at 6-4 every 10 games. It'd put us at 12 wins for every 20 games. Put us at 24 wins for every 40. It'd put us at 48 wins for every 80. And it would put us at 96 wins for every 160. So if we continue at this current pace, we would end up a 96 win team. And obviously, we're like 1/40th into the season. So does it matter? Really not that much, but still. The fact that this team is on pace to win 96 games and the top of the lineup is hitting 170. It goes to show that this team has a very high ceiling, and I think things are only going to get better from here. I really do. Tomorrow we got Luis Castillo against Shane Bieber. Should be a good game. Probably going to be low scoring. Castillo, I'm expecting, will bounce back. And in the meanwhile, Bieber probably, I mean, he had a really good opening day start, but he's not the pitcher that he was 3 years ago when he won the Cy Young. Or maybe he is, but last year he struggled. So hopefully Castillo will improve from opening day. Bieber will get worse from opening day. We'll meet in the happy medium, and the Mariners will win once again. With that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. And also, thank you so much for 600 subscribers. It means a lot to us that there are 600 people who have seen enough of our channel's videos that has enticed them to subscribe. Hopefully we just continue gaining more of you guys. We're just here for the fans. We started this podcast as just me and Drew love talking about baseball, and we wanted to talk to more people about baseball, and we wanted to share our thoughts. And we're going to keep making these videos whether or not people watch, because it's not really about, for us at least, it's not really about how many views we're getting. And we're not making any money off of this. We're not selling anything. We're not selling a product. We're not getting advertisement money. This is just us talking honestly about our favorite team, the Seattle Mariners, the Seattle Seahawks, and it's just us being authentic fans of the sport that we love so much. And the fact that you guys want to listen to us, the fact that you guys are interested in what we have to say means a lot. It, of course, like I said, like we started this we were like 14 years old, and we just wanted to see what kind of community we could find here. And we found a really great one. We found some really supportive people on here, some incredible fans, and made a lot of really, really great connections with some fans who love the Mariners just as much as we do. And that's been awesome to see. That's been awesome to experience. And so I know I speak for Drew and I say this as well, but thank you guys all so much. And yeah, we're going to keep doing this. Like I said, it's not really about the views for us. It's about building this kind of community of Mariners fans who can share in that fandom and appreciate the Mariners as well as the Seahawks, and just appreciate being Seattle sports fans. And if you guys are as big as Mariners and Seahawks fans as well as us, then thank you guys so much for sticking around with the channel, and we're excited to see what kind of more growth we can have in the future. We're hoping to get to 1,000 by the end of the season. Maybe that's a steep goal. I don't think it is. We just need to average 2 subscribers a day. So if you want to be one of the 2 for today, then please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any of our videos. And with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. Have an amazing night. And as always, go Mariners.